into the Coachella Valley and Southern California and the rest of the world. We are the people. Now is the time. This is the place. I know it's happening here. I look at the calendar and I see that there's something going on almost every evening here, and most things during the day. There's still some openings in the afternoons if you're interested. But you have to desire it. You have to bring it forth. You have to want it. You have to make that urge, that divine urge. Call it forth. Stretch out farther than your comfort zone. Kind of step up on your toes and say, I want something better. And then accept it. Accept it. I was reading some of John Randolph Price's The Manifestation Process. And he talks about this idea that you have to accept it. And after one of his lectures, somebody wrote him and said, I really understand what you mean by this idea of acceptance, because I started following your steps. You know, I have to have a desire. I have to have a thought. I have to visualize what it is that I want. I have to feel it. I have to really feel that I have it. I have to know that it's mine, and get that whole emotion about this is what I want. And to be as specific as I can be with it. And then it showed up, but in a way that I was not expecting it, and so I said no. And in the second that they said no, they realized that they had just returned back into the higher state of consciousness, the magnificence and the greatness and the wonderment that they wanted, because it doesn't wait on you, by simply stepping into that place of, for some reason, it didn't look like I thought it was going to look like, so I said no. Last week I said, you know, we enter into this stage of our life, usually about 2 years old, where we begin to understand who we are, and we say no. You may not want to say no to everything. There might be some things in your life that you really want to be ready to say yes to in a great and extraordinary way. But if you don't know what it is, if you haven't had the desire, if you haven't had that thought, if you haven't stretched out for something greater and been willing to receive it, then it's going to fly right by you as quick as the instant in which you said no. It's that simple. Know what you want. Desire what you want. Bring it into a feeling of what you want. And stay open and be ready to accept it when it shows up, because I guarantee you, it is going to show up in your life right here, right now, without exception. And nobody can prevent it except you. What do you desire? That's a good point, I think, for us to go within, to close our eyes, to simply meditate, to breathe into our idea of what it is that we desire. And you may have more than one. So just gently breathe yourself into that space of quiet. I desire the awareness of the infinite intelligence within me. I desire to know the truth of who I am. I desire the wisdom to organize the knowledge that I contain, to bring forth good and greater good into my experience and into the world. I desire to be the love and the peace and the joy that is mine to be. Take in a nice deep breath. And if you will, repeat after me. There is only one life. And this life is perfect. And this life is God's life. And this life is my life now. And so it is. So as you bring your awareness back into this room, into your physical body, into this moment now, just know that whatever it is that you desire, that if you hold true to that, that if you call upon that infinite intelligence, then absolutely it is yours. Namaste.